Hey everybody. So today I have a very special video to show you, and it's something I've been promising people on Instagram and Twitter for like 2 weeks, but I've just been so busy and I haven't been feeling the best. And so every time I sat down to read the Toy Story 4 novelization, I ended up falling asleep. So, and that's not a sign of the quality of the book. It's just that I was tired. And so we're talking about the junior novelization of Toy Story 4, and I'm actually going to try to keep it pretty spoiler free, but if you're one of those people that's ridiculous and can't handle any details, then not the video for you. But yeah, and some people will say, well, how could you read this before seeing the movie? Which to me is ridiculous. There's tons of movies that I've read the book before the movie. Like, I love Jane Eyre movies, and I've always read that book. I mean, how many times have I seen Christmas Carol? And I love that movie and those movies. And I love, like, it's ridiculous. It's not a problem. So let's talk about Toy Story 4 novelization. So what basically you have here is you have Bonnie being kind of depressed, and it's going to her first time at kindergarten, and she is feeling very lonely, and so she makes this character named Forky, and we've seen Forky in the advertisements. So you can see there's also these pictures in the book. There's Woody and Forky, and Woody ends up going to kindergarten with Bonnie, and so he meets Forky and he becomes particularly attached to Forky, and he feels like he's sort of responsible for protecting Forky because he sees how happy Forky makes Bonnie. And he ends up going on this adventure when things get lost, and they end up finding Bo Peep, who is missing from the last movie, and she's now a lost toy, but she's kind of leading the group of lost toys. You can see she's become kind of the tough modern version of Bo Peep, and so they end up on this adventure. You meet Ducky and Bunny, and then there's also a little doll named Gabby Gabby, and a Evel Knievel type toy that's a stunt performer kind of toy. And they just have like a fun adventure. There's this carnival, and Woody's loyalty to Bonnie is tested, and there's an interesting dynamic between Bo and Woody, because he sees it as very sad. She's kind of empowered by the fact that she's now the leader of the lost toys. It didn't come out exactly the way I thought it was going to be. So if you're worried that maybe the trailers have spoiled things or whatever, then you don't have to worry about that. I don't think. At least for me, I was like, oh, okay, that was really sweet, and it's very sweet. And there's not. I don't know. At first I was not feeling Forky in the trailers and stuff. I don't know why, but it was actually really sweet, and the relationship between Woody and Forky is very sweet. And so, it's interesting because the only critique I would really give of this novelization is that I've been hearing so much about how emotional it is. And I thought it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was emotional. And maybe it will be when you see it on screen, and that's very much a possibility. But I don't know. I just thought, oh, this was really fun, and it didn't have this huge emotion for me that I was expecting. But we'll see. You never know with music, with the voice acting, with all that stuff. Maybe it will be. But there's a lot of action for sure, a lot of tense moments, and a lot of scenes. How are they going to get out of this situation? And then they figure out a way to get out of it. And I think that we'll really enjoy Ducky and Bunny. I think they're going to be new favorites. They were really fun and cute. And so I'm looking forward to seeing both of them. And, and people that might be worried that they are kind of turning Bo into this feminist character, they're really not. Not that there's inherently anything wrong with that, but it can be kind of a cliche, but they're really not. They're just, she's just adapted to this new way of life. And, that's kind of the role of the toys in this, is that because the toys don't really die per se, so they just have to kind of start a new life where they're planted, where they kind of end up. And that's kind of more hers, that she's just sort of found a way to be empowered and a way to be strong where she's landed. And I think there's something to that, and a nice message to girls and to anybody, really. So overall, I think it was really fun, and I'm excited to see all the action and the animation. And I think that Forky is going to be really sweet, the relationship between Forky and Woody. And I just don't think it was that emotional. So if you're looking for that to like Toy Story 3, I don't know. I didn't see it, but we'll see how it is in the movie. So there you go. That is my thoughts on Toy Story 4 novelization. Let me know what you think of all that, and what is your excitement for Toy Story 4. If you like what I'm doing here on my channel and on the podcast, I'd really appreciate if you would consider becoming a Patreon. It's not just for Hallmarkies. It's also for our animation community. You can be part of the Facebook group. There's lots of cool perks where you can request a family movie night. You can get me to watch for a season of a show that you actually don't normally cover TV. I will do that for a certain pledge. And you can request a podcast done by me or Stanford or any of my co-hosts that you prefer. And that would be really fun. So lots of cool things. And I would love to have that community and that support. And so you can support the channel for as little as $2 a month. And that would be amazing. Thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.